best feeling as a parent, isn't it? It's been really interesting going through this breast cancer and chronic illness journey. And first of all, seeing how that impacted my children and then having to now repair those relationships, which I've had to do with some of them, and also having those open dialogues with them about what it was like. Because, I mean, especially in our family, my worst fear literally was that I would die, not because I'm scared of death. I'm actually not scared of death for me, but because they'd already lost a mother and an aunt and a father and an uncle that were like a mom and an aunt. And then my two friends that died were second moms to my kids. So they had lost 3 mother figures. And then I was diagnosed with cancer. So it was like, I knew that it was so hard on them. And a couple of the kids kind of distanced themselves and wouldn't come around. And my daughter Kennedy at the time was 16 and she was struggling with depression and suicidality. And while I was going through chemotherapy, which yes, I ended up having to do. And it was the first time in my life where I literally couldn't do what I wanted to do or needed to do as a mom. And like my daughter was mad at me as a 16-year-old saying, "You're not there for me like you were." And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm not, because I'm so sick that I can barely formulate a thought in a day. So I can't help you with this, but I can get you resources and try to support you. And now as a 22-year-old, she can look back and say, oh, I see what you were doing. But at the time, it just felt like you were gone. So it's crazy because these past 6 years have really transformed my whole identity as a mom, I guess, and also that clinging to that role of being a mom, where I felt like I was doing a good job as a mom, and then suddenly I was thrust into this place where I couldn't do what I used to do. So I've had to even do motherhood in a different way. And I've had to learn how to say no to my children or ask them for help. I've actually, with my 15th surgery, finally on the 15th one, and my kids were older because this was about 4 years after my initial diagnosis. I actually reached out to them and said, I need you to support me through this because it's going to be hard for me. And it's another several months of recovery. And I need you to ask how I'm doing. I need you to care about like what's going on with me. But I do know that I can still be a great mother, and it can look different.